Yo, what's going on, everybody? The Boxing Source checking in here. We got, a special guest here. We're going to be chapping it up with him here. Of course, a couple of weeks ago, he had a fight on OTX5 Overtime Boxing over in Atlanta where he scored a stoppage victory over Waldemar Carril. So he's here to join us to talk about that fight and more. It's the Hitman. The Hitman is back.
Yes,
Haven,
sir.
Brady Jr., what's going on with you?
Yes, sir. How you doing? How you doing? Glad for you to have me.
Oh man, all good, man, all good. Just wanted to chop it up. I know that we chopped it up before your fight that was on OTX5 in Atlanta, and you had the fight with Waldemar Carril. You came in there as an undefeated fighter, but you were able to handle business and eventually get the stoppage, man. So, how did you feel about that fight overall?
I feel like it was a great fight. It was a great turnout. Great experience. I learned a lot in that fight. I definitely had adversity in there with the holding. Also with him taking a point away too. It was just a little different fight, but we still got the job done. I feel like it still was a great performance overall, and I had fun. So.
Yeah, I was, watching that fight, checking it out there on the zone, and yeah, like you were saying, man, Waldemar Carril, after a couple of rounds, he was like holding a whole lot over the course of the fight, and the ref ain't pretty much like do much of nothing, and then all of a sudden, when you had him in trouble at first, he ended up like going down or leaning down, or while he was holding you.
Right.
And then when you throw a punch, and then the ref was like, "Hey, man, you can't do that." I'm like, "Wait a minute, you ain't said nothing about all the
Yeah.
holding." So
Holding. Yeah.
so it was like you could have been frustrated about all that, but you kept your composure and you stayed patient and you still worked to get that stoppage victory, man. So what was it to like kind of like work through that at that particular time?
Definitely in my mind, especially after he took the point away, he kept giving me the warning. I feel like he was showing a little favoritism. So I feel like it took me a little longer to stop him because I kind of slowed down from the body and I kind of like headhunted because I didn't want him to take a point or disqualify me because I know how I can be sometimes. So that kind of like had me a little weary of should I stay to the body, and then because he kept complaining, and then like I started hearing him like he started saying back of the head. So it was just like he was just looking for any excuse. So I was just trying to kind of like I was trying to find my shots and just instead of letting everything flow. So and that kind of like really pushed me to aggressive like to go and get him out of here. It's gonna make it a short night because I mean apparently he don't want to fight anyway. So I'm gonna go and give him what he wants.
Yeah, he looked yeah, he looked like he was getting the way out to try to check out pretty early or something like that. But yeah, it was almost like he was trying to foul a little bit, like you said, with the holding and all that. And not only you were seeing that and saying something about it, but your head trainer there, Bosie Ennis, was saying something, man, because you could hear him on the microphone saying like, "Hey man, he holding,"
Right, crazy.
and all that type of stuff, man.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. So what when you did like kind of like go between those rounds because it was like a round after the referee took a point from holding, like in between rounds, what did Coach Bozienis like say to you before you went back out there for that next round?
Just saying he was hurt. Stay to the body and just stay on him. Like like it's only a matter of time before you go. You know what I'm saying? Just keep the pressure on him. Stay behind your jab, and what I'm saying, break him down to that body. Like he ready to go at any time now. So, you know,
Yeah, for sure. And with you getting that 12 pro win there at the overtime arena in Atlanta, like we were mentioning before, it wasn't that far away from your hometown, so you had a good amount of your family out there to watch there. So how was it like having your family out there enjoying that?
I feel like that's one of the greatest things of the whole thing. So with them being there and stuff, and them just having so much energy, and what I'm saying, them cheering me on, and just me seeing some of my close friends, my close family, it kind of just made me feel some type of way, and it also made me want to put on the best performance and a great performance, and also get them a show. So
Yeah. Yeah, and even like before your fight, you had like a couple of your stable mates that were on the card that performed on there, so you were able to catch them or watch them for a little bit while you were preparing for your fight You had Dakari Scott out there, and you had O'Shea Jones out there that were fighting before you were able to get in the ring. So they were
Right,
able to go here and show out too as well. So that was
right,
like a great day all around.
right. Yeah, for sure. All of us we trained together. We did counting together. So it was great seeing all of us get the victory. And, on top of that, all of us got to stop it. So that was a great thing. The count went great, and the fight went great too. So
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And for all of them, scoring those great wins and just having that momentum moving on to the next. And I know in our previous conversation you were talking about like you could be preparing for like another fight that could be at the OTX arena there in Atlanta. So it
right,
looks like you might be, going right back in the gym and getting right back to work.
right, yes, sir. Definitely, I'm already back in the gym. Feel like taking no time off. I just don't go as hard as I do in camp, but I just still stay in the gym, still stay active. Just train once a day, maybe twice sometimes, but I don't do 2 or 3 times a day every day. And so I just minimize it, but I still stay sharp. Working every day. Just staying ready so you won't have to get ready. And, what I'm saying? Try to be one step ahead of everybody.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. And not sure, but I think you're still doing what part time in school, correct?
Right? Yeah, definitely.
Oh yeah. So you have what is it like? What I say about 6 semester hours, 8 semester hours? Like how is it like this spring for the spring semester?
This semester, this semester was summer. I'm going back in summer. So summer I got 3 classes, so that's like 6 hours. And then I'm trying to graduate in spring in 2025. So the next semester after summer, I'm gonna do 4 classes. So 4 classes will help me graduate in the spring. So I'm gonna try to do 4, even though 4 gonna be pushing it because 2 of them kind of like a little pushing it, but I'm gonna get it done though, so I can go and finish and see what might be my next step with school or what I want to do.
Yeah, gotcha, man. Yeah, because getting in those hours and then like you said, going in there and training, man, it makes your whole day be pretty much packed. Because you really don't have
Right,
that much time off to rest until like you really have to rest. You know what I mean?
right.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. Now, going off of this thing here with OTX, like, you know, how would you feel is like that relationship as far as like being part of that OTX boxing? Like you've been on there a few times. You're gonna, be there at least once again. So how is it like being part of that OTX boxing that pretty much like just started out?
It's great. It's a great company. I love. I feel like we have a great relationship. And I love how they doing things with boxing. I feel like they created a new wave and they doing something different with boxing. And I love it. And I definitely want to be a part of it. And what I'm saying, I want to keep doing business in the future. What I'm saying, become a world champion.
Eventually get to that point where you fight for it and then become a world champion. There, at least right now you're pretty much at the kind of switching from like 130 and 135. So I think your plan is like kind of like stick at 130 around the 130 pound division for a good little minute.
Yeah, I'm definitely trying to stay at 130. These last couple fights been at 133, 132. Just because it ain't been no major fight, so it ain't no. I ain't trying to struggle to get down to 130 or really try to get down there. I mean it's only 2 or 3 more pounds, so yeah, I'll definitely want to campaign at 30 and try to get a better 30, unify, undisputed, and then move up to 35 and see how far I can go.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. It's just getting there step by step, and like you said, you had that fight against Waldemar Carril, was able to have that great performance there, and then just moving on to the next one. Do you think like that particular bout was one of your best performances of your career?
Uh, nah, I don't think so. I had fun, but I feel like with the things that were going on in the fight, that kind of got I kind of rushed things. You know what I'm saying? I kind of went for the gustos, and not only that, well, he was a great game opponent, but I feel like he didn't want to fight. So when you don't have nobody that want to fight, it's kind of hard. You know what I'm saying? Creating a good fight. You know what I'm saying? It takes 2 people to have a good fight, so it's almost like one sided because he didn't really want to fight that much. So I don't think so, but. It was still a great fight. I feel like it was definitely exciting to watch.
Yeah, I mean, you got to have sometimes to make for a great fight, you have to have a good dance partner to make it for a great fight. But if they like willing to cooperate, or they don't feel like they competing all the way, then it kind of like makes things a little bit sloppy. But if you make it sloppy, then you just make the proper adjustments, and then like you were able to do, be able to properly finish your opponent and get that stoppage win, like you usually look for. Because in our last conversation, that isn't what you're necessarily seeking, but it just makes it a little bit of a bonus, that you're able to get a stoppage victory, there. And with overtime, I think they kind of like put in a little bit of a bonus there for like stoppage victories. I think from how they do it, so
Right.
it kind of like puts more on that.
Right.
Um, Now, I mean, we mentioned that you're over there, doing training or a camp over in Philadelphia. You're there with Coach Bozy Ennis, among others, there in the dungeon that they have there in Philadelphia. I know that they got likes of like, of course, Boots Ennis and Andy Cruz out there. No, they had the recent news there with Boots Ennis. What do you think about that particular move? If you know a little bit about it.
I definitely I think it's a great move, and I think with with everything going on, and Showtime or PBC, and, with those things being shut down, and they doing everything on Amazon Prime, so I kind of think a lot of the good fighters are gonna move around. But I mean, I feel like with top rank, Matchroom, and Overtime, to me, I feel like those are the best companies out right now, if you ask me. So if you sign either one of them, I feel like you have a great future. Like, you're in good hands.
Yeah, I mean, the main thing, for these boxers is to, get active and stay active. And if you don't necessarily have those opportunities to, get in the ring or step in the ring, with a certain company, then you might have to, see if there's a better option elsewhere. And if they have more fights for you to be able to get in at. So as long as you're able to stay active, go in the gym, get in the ring, and then get back in the gym and get back in the ring, then that's better off for you there as a fighter. You know what I'm saying? So with Boots move to Matchroom, hopefully we get those opportunities to get more exposure and be able to work, and more people will be able to see him. He's kind of like over there with I think it's like Andy Cruz. That's also part of that camp over there in Philadelphia. So
Right.
you got like a number of those guys out there that
Right.
kind of like put work in. I think what is it? Some other fights that are coming up, man. I know that there's like the big event that's coming up on April 20th. There you got Devin Haney and Ryan Garcia. They're in that super lightweight division. You got like any thoughts about that fight, and like who would you lean towards in that fight?
Uh, that's a great fight, man. But I have to go different with David Haney. I feel like David Haney stick to the fundamentals, and he a great fighter. He every fight I feel like he developing. Whatever his game plan is, one thing I can say about him, he stick with his game plan. And he did that with Cambosa, and he got a great job, great footwork, man. Foot movement. Man. I just feel like Ryan Garcia ain't experienced enough, and I don't think he's just ready for it. So I don't know if he gonna stop him. I feel like it's a possibility he can stop him too.
That could be something. That could be something if he's able to pull off a stoppage there against Ryan Garcia. That would kind of like boost his popularity as far as like what it could be able to do against other potential opponents. So that's something to
Right.
definitely watch out for. We got like another big fight on May 4th. Canelo is going up against Munguia there. That's at the super middleweight division. Canelo is kind of like been the number one guy as far as like the sport of boxing, and some people are saying that hey, this could be a fight here with Munguia, or other people are saying like, hey, we just want to see Canelo against David Benavidez, man. You got any take on that?
Uh, I definitely think a lot of people say they want him to fight David Benavidez, and I don't think. I mean, I think he is ducking him, but I kind of agree with him. I mean, he's old, you know what I'm saying, and one thing about boxing, you gotta know how when to let it go. Even though he still fight great opponents, but David Benavidez one of the greats, you know what I'm saying, in the sport right now.
Mhm.
So I feel like with him kind of being at the end of his career, like he I think he don't peak like right now. He's coming down, so I feel like that ain't no great fight. Even the money gonna be there, but he gonna make the money regardless because he bringing the name himself. So it don't take nobody else for him to get 30 and 40 and 50 million. You know what I'm saying? So he'll get the money, but it also be a hard fight. So I mean, if I were him too, I'd collect the checks right now. And, you know what I'm saying? Get the easy paydays and you know what I'm saying? Okay opponents. So that's my thing of you know what I'm saying because a lot of boxers don't know how to let it go. Like when your time up, like he don't pay his dues and he don't did a lot of great things in boxing. So that's my take on it.
Yeah, I mean he's had those high profile fights over the course of many years. I think he's been in the game for what over 15 plus years or so, or
Right.
probably more than that. So by this time as a professional, you still taking those like high profile fights. That would be something. But yeah, at this point in his career, he probably wind down or something like that. There was like another fight that was what like I think last weekend. Richard Hitchens there against Gustavo Lemos. Not sure if you caught that, but they said that was like a controversial fight. Hitchens is trying to be up and coming there at 140. Do you know anything about Hitchens?
Yeah, for my last camp, I sparred him. He definitely great work. For the fight, I feel like it was a close fight. I feel like it could have went either way. I mean, he did box him real good, and he did box him, and old dude was coming, but I feel a lot of people say he won because he threw so many punches, but I feel like Richard Henson's punches was cleaner. You know what I'm saying? More sharper. But he threw more punches, but I mean, it ain't who throw the more punches, who landed more punches. So I feel like he won, but it could have been a draw for sure.
Yeah, I mean he had the like Richard Hitchens had the sharp work and the times when Gustavo Lemos was missing, you could clearly see that he was missing. It was just that there were some moments that Lemos did kind of like get the better of Hitchens and
Yeah.
Hitchens just had a really tough fight. You know what I'm saying? So there was definitely that. Wanted to go back to the thing there with OTX boxing. Like I said, you've been on there a few times. You got next one coming up there for OTX. I think that they're planning like a what is it, like a 154-pound tournament on there, and then I guess have you involved in a couple more fights, so you'll be able to get up in the ranks there, whether it's going to be at 130 or 135 there. So what you would think is like the best like timetable for you to probably like, get back in the ring, like 4 months or so?
Oh no, definitely. I'm looking at June, July for sure. No later than July.
No, yeah, later in July, man. So you be right back at it, man.
Right.
You only have like what about a month, pretty much like a month off, quote
Right.
unquote,
For sure. I mean,
before
I'm
you
young.
like get right back in the camp.
I'm young and I'm young and hungry. I got to get it while I can. You know, this opportunity ain't here forever.
That's true. That's definitely true, man. Like you want to get the most out of it, be as active as possible, and then once you get up in the ranks, and then be a serious contender, and then a world champion, then the money basically comes in from there. You know what I
For
mean?
sure.
Yeah. I know that you were talk about your relationship with your family and everything like that. As far as like them being like part of your management team and everything like that, man. Whatever. So how was it like to have them be there in the arena while you were able to get the win?
Oh, it's great because we came up together. You know what I'm saying? We don't see the real time. We don't see the good time. So starting from what I'm saying, uh, starting from the beginning and now seeing where I'm at and knowing where I want to go or where I'm going, it's just amazing. You know what I'm saying? These are people I've been with my whole life and them watching the journey with me and stuff means so much. So not only do I do it for me, but I also do it for them too.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. You want to, carry your legacy there. With your family and everything like that. And with them being your number one supporters and whatnot. You definitely want to, make them proud and all that type of stuff. And let me see. So what I got like somebody on the live here, man. What is it? What is it? Most valid opinion. He says, salute to the boxing source. So you changed the number back. Man, I ain't changed, man. I ain't changed my number, man. Man, dude tripping, man. Uh but yeah, man, just see here where we got like about another few more minutes here before we'll be able to move on, man. what else is like going down? I know that they have the what undisputed at heavyweight that's going. That's supposed to be in a few weeks. There with Tyson Fury and Alexander Usyk. Usyk is trying to be a two-time undisputed or two-division undisputed champion. But Tyson Fury, definitely one of the more skilled heavyweights out there, man. Like, what do you think about that particular fight on May 18th?
Uh, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I don't know. I don't watch heavyweights like that. I'm not
What
familiar with
word?
heavyweights and stuff. I kind of watch, uh, I kind of watch boxers around my weight and stuff. Heavyweights really, I can't really like learn that much from them because we got different aspects. They way taller and
Mm-hmm.
bigger. So most time they ain't throwing haymakers and stuff like that. So me, I feel like short boxes, small boxes are more technical. Since I really just don't really watch them that much. Not even gonna tell you no lie, but probably this is what me watching because I have seen it before, but there was not some boxes I watched though. But I don't know. I don't know. That's a great fight. I don't know. That's
Yeah,
how that's
for
50
sure.
50.
Yeah, for sure. And MVO said as like how fast do you want to move up the rankings at 130?
As fast as I can, you know what I'm saying, with being smart with it too. So, my next fight, my next fight, I want to get a small title, and then after that, defend it 2 times, and after I defend it once or twice, I should be in the major ranking. So, world title should be anywhere in line after then. So, I got 12 fights now. So, between 15 and 17 fights, those gonna be major contender fights, and everything after that is world championship material from 17 and up.
Yeah, for sure, man. Because we have like a very competitive division there at 130 pounds. Like currently, it's just about when you're able to get up to a certain point there in the rankings at 130, then you'll say, you know what, yeah, I'm ready to contend for a world title and stuff like that. So it's just a matter of like like you said, staying active and getting as many fights as possible, man. What is it like you already had like this one here for this year, and you got another one coming up there for June. Like how many times more times do you want to say that you want to fight this year? Probably about like 3 times.
Four. I want 4 times this year, so they'll give me a 15 and 0. And so next year, beginning of next year or the end of this year, I want to start headlining something, and just going up from there.
Oh,
Every
word
fight I
for
want
sure.
to take it little bit by little bit.
Yeah, for sure, for sure. See, we got a few more minutes here. I wanted to see if another, pretty much been like my co-host here for some of these things. Wanted to jump on here, and this the guy that asked the question earlier, and that's MVO, most valid opinion here, man. What's going on, brother MVO?
Hey, what's good, man? What's good, Haven? How you doing, man?
How you doing?
Um, I wanted to know from you, because obviously you're young in the game. You just well, not just started boxing, but you just turned pro a couple years ago or whatever. How fast are you looking to move up, and do you feel like you got the right representation to get you to where you need to be on your timeline?
Yeah, I definitely feel like I'm on the way. I'm in the right line. I'm in the right position. And for as time, each fight I want to take it up little bit by little bit. So, like I just said, my next fight I want to fight for a small world title. So after fight for a small world title, and then defend it once or twice, and then get another one, and then after you get two, or really after that first one, after a couple defense, you be in the contender status, like the major contender status. So anything after 16, 17, and up, it's kind of like almost in line for a world title. So the next 45 fights for sure.
Have you been looking at other prospects in your division? Like I know, I think you fight the same weight class as Carmel Moten, right? Have you been maybe looking at the other guys just to see where you stack up in terms of the prospects and future world champions of the division?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, I feel like you ain't no real boxer if you ain't doing that. So I'm definitely looking at even the world champions and the people who are in the same position I am, or a little bit above me, and a little bit below me. I'm always keeping an eye on them and watching them, and I feel like there's some great boxers out there, and but I don't feel like nobody messing with me though. You know what I'm saying? On my best day, so. I feel like it's just a matter of time and right time and right fights at the right time. And so with that being said, I'll be ready for whatever my team put forth and bring to me, and we go take them one at a time, bowling pin by bowling pin.
I like that. Is Carmel Moulton one of those guys that you're interested in? Because he's like the talk of the town right now.
Yeah, but I seen him a little bit, but I don't know, man. I'm just keep a little quiet on that. But he definitely good. But I mean, I don't think he messing with me though. You know what I'm saying? I ain't really pay him much mind though, because he just he don't got 2 or 3 fights, and you know what I'm saying. He still got a long way to go. You know what I'm saying? He came long, but man, it get when you take them steps up, it kind of get real shaky. So I got to see him. You know what I'm saying?
All right, you got any names out there that you're willing to say that you're looking to fight? Maybe not like right now, but maybe in the future. Any like dream scenarios? Any dream fights?
I don't have no fights that I want at all. Like I say, I don't have no problem with no fighter. I want to fight anybody. And this game is a free for all. Every man for himself. So, and with that being said, whoever in line, whoever line for me whoever in line for me to get the word title, then hey, that's who I want at the time. Like I don't have no beef with nobody. I say to myself, I just work with my craft, and I just let my craft do the talking. I don't do too much talking and things like that. So I don't really have a problem with nobody, or you know what I'm saying, have beef with nobody I really want to fight. It's just whoever in line or whoever in the place, you know what I'm saying, that I need to knock off the board for me, you know what I'm saying, for them to check me, you know. So
Word, word. Hey, I know that you mentioned earlier that you had some work with Richardson Hitchens. But is there like any other notable like fighters within that like 140, 130 to 140 that you've done work with?
I wasn't like him, Andy Cruz, there's a lot of them, man. There's a couple of I can't think. I work so much, and some of 'em I don't even be knowing until you know what I'm saying after, you know. So, but I definitely being in Philly, being in DMV area, you get so much work right
Yeah,
there.
yeah, because I know we mentioned that you like done some work with some of the guys that were over in Upton Gym over there in Baltimore. So you definitely have a good amount of fighters there that really some good competitors, whether it's around that division or few divisions up north. So that's kind of good there, man. MVO, you got any other joints here for him?
Not really, man. I was listening to the whole interview the whole time, and very impressed with the interview. I did see his last fight. That was Overtime Elite, right? I think it was.
Yeah,
Yeah.
that's
So I
right.
did see the last fight. So I went next.
Oh, you just want to see what's up next there for your Hitman. So yeah, we're definitely looking forward to that. Like I said, man, you got the next overtime event that will be coming up here in the summer months. So that's looking to be the plan there for the next time we see the Hitman out there.
Right.
But
Sure.
with that being said, man, that's about a good 30 minutes or so, man. Gonna have you get going or whatnot, man. So is there anything else that you want the fans know?
Oh no, just
Yeah,
keep
where
watching.
does everybody follow you at? Your social media and stuff like that.
My Instagram and Twitter is Hitman Haven 3, and you can follow me on Facebook Haven Brady Jr. Man, I just appreciate y'all. I appreciate y'all for having me, and I just want everybody to tune in and what I'm saying, keep watching. I want to get better and improve more and more every fight, and I definitely want to be one of the big names. So and with me being able to breathe, I'm gonna get that done. So you know.
Yeah, for sure, man. I mean, we've seen you come up, man. I think it was like what the first time I had the interview, it was like 2-0 or 3-0 or something like that. So we kind of like followed you up here, while you're going up the ranks here as a fighter, man. So it's like great to follow you on your journey there to eventually compete for a world title, man. So big ups to you,
Right.
man, and Thanks to everybody that's been able to check live. But y'all be sure to share this, and y'all follow the Hitman, man. It's Hitman Hayden Brady Jr. He's ready, man, for what's next.
Yes, sir. I appreciate it.
All right, no doubt, man. Catch y'all later.
All right.